Welcome to Shomach Shav on the Daf. She responds to Nishma Sam B'Yakov Shalom Le'Abbas Yitzchok. We're holding in Shavuos Daf Yud Beis. The Gemara towards the end of Amud Beis explains the Mishnah that Tzir Mishtelech is mechaper on what? Says the Gemara, we do on Averis, doesn't matter if you did it b'Shogeg or b'Mezit, and even b'Shogeg ben noidelos feikon ben loy noidelos feikon. Rashi explains, what does it mean loy noidelos feikon? He did not know the Safek before Yom Kippur, so he doesn't have to bring after Yom Kippur Asham Tali. Meaning when he doesn't know, he's not sure, he doesn't know if he did something wrong, so the Yom Kippurim is coming in Mechaper. And it comes out that this is the Vidui in Tzir Mishtelech. The Vidui in Tzir Mishtelech is the Kohen Gadol is Misvada and Am Yisrael, all the Chatoim, including the Shogeg that they didn't even know about. He does a Vidui in that. So the Chasam Soffer explains based on this Gemara, Dover Niflo. It says in the Yerushalmi that when Moshe Rabbeinu heard that Sira Regoli or Mechaper and Ein Bo Yediyah Betchilo Ein Bo Yediyah B'Soif, so said Moshe Rabbeinu, how can somebody be saved from Safek Aveiro? Look, he doesn't even know. He didn't know beginning, didn't know end. He has to be in Korbanis. How will people be saved from Safek Aveiro? So it says the Yerushalmi that Tanchum B'Shem Shloki says the HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, "V'Savada Olav, there'll be a Vidui." So then Moshe Rabbeinu said, "Mizmor L'Toida." So explain the Chasam Soffer, what exactly changed over here? What's the question of Moshe Rabbeinu? What's the answer in the Simcha of Moshe Rabbeinu? So the Chasam Soffer brings that the Rashi in Chumash says that Rabbi Yosef and Glila says, "Kal v'chomer, im on a Safek yit kaparo, kol sheken vadai." Rabbi Yosef says, Adam Arisha did one chait and God called Misa for him and his generations. So Midah Toiva Meruba, kol sheken, if you do a mitzvah, it does good for him in all generations at Sof Kol Adoros. So explains the Chasam Soffer, what's the machlekes? The Ragama says Safek is less than Vadai. If I have to bring a korban and a Safek, kol sheken, I need to bring a korban and a Vadai. But Rabbi Yosef is saying, no, it's true that you have to bring a korban and a Safek. And Safek is kal than Vadai. But you know that a mitzvah achad is mechaper lo yilchol deroisov. It's a schus for doiris. So says the Chasam Soffer, you know what Rabbi Yosef is saying? Rabbi Yosef is saying that if a person did a chait b'Safek, it means that he did something wrong b'Vadai as well. And therefore he doesn't have the schusim to protect himself. Because if he would have the schusim, so then Raglei Chasid of Yishmar HaKadosh Baruch Hu will make sure that he will not make a veris b'Shogeg. We saw a similar thing when we learned Maseches Makas that says over there that in places where there was more murderers, there was more Ari Miklot. Everybody asks, what's the shaykhis? In murderers is b'mezid, Ari Miklot is b'Shogeg. So one of the answers that Chayim say is that if a person does Averis b'mezid, so immediately he will come to do many Averis b'Shogeg. He's not protected anymore. So it says Rabbi Yosef, the fact that we have to bring a korban and a Safek doesn't mean that kol shekar avadai. Because it could be that a Safek shows that this person is not careful even to do Averis b'mezid, so he doesn't have the schusim to protect himself. So it comes out, when a person doesn't know that he did an Aveiro and he does an Aveiro, that means that he's something wrong by him. Because if not, HaKadosh Baruch Hu would protect him. And Yimele, that's the pshat that the Kohen Gadol does a Vidui on Safek Shaloi Noida. Why do you have to do a Vidui? What's Vidui all about? Vidui is a person is mizvah, they did something wrong. Why he did something wrong? It was a shogeg. He's not even sure if he did the shogeg. Says the Chasam Soffer, because if he doesn't know if he did it, and it could be he did something wrong, that means there's something wrong that he did b'mezid. Mimel, he's not protected. That's what he's doing a very b'shogeg. Says the Chasam Soffer, that's the pshat in the Yerushalmi. Moshe Rabbeinu saw the Syria going as mechaper and somebody that did not know anything. So that means a person can always come to a Safek Aveiro. But once he heard that there's a Vidui, because if there's a Vidui, that means something wrong happened over here. Because if nothing wrong happened, why do you do a Vidui? You do a Vidui, that means that when a person does a very big mistake, it's his fault. That means he was not careful in doing Mezid. So Moshe Rabbeinu said, Mizmor L'Toida. And Chasam Soffer goes on to explain that a person can be besimcha and can rely on HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he will not have takalas, he won't have mistakes done. If he does everything correct, he has what to rely on. That's a beautiful pshat Chasam Soffer based on our Gemara that you have Vidui on a Safek Shaloi Noida. Anyone who wants to join a Shomach Shav email list to WhatsApp, please email shomachshav@gmail.com.